Hello CreateStudio Pro user. In this tutorial I want to show you how to make such an icons to letters animation in CreateStudio Pro. Okay, let's begin. I go here with a new project here. I have here the canvas color here on my branding color. And the first step is to, let's go here and remove excess tracks here, to go in with a text or in with a letter I will use. So I go here to text, go to my branding font here. This is skinny. Go here with the M. And I make this a scale of 300% here. So, and I center it here. So this is for orientation of the icons I will now bring in. Therefore I go here to the media here, and here I go to SVG API. And the message should be graphics and videos worldwide. So I go here first with graphic. And here I want to choose here this one here. I import it to files. Then I go to video. Here I take a similar icon here. Okay, this one here. And I go now to world. And here I take, let's see, okay, I think no, I'm not on that one that I want. This or this, I think I take this one here, simple one. Okay, now I have them in my files here. And now I choose the icon with the greatest width as a preference here. Okay, I take this here. Bring this on the canvas, make it white, and go with this to the size here of the letter. This doesn't have to be precisely here. Go here with this and with this. Okay. And I bring this now down here, send that here in the middle. And this is the orientation now for the other icons here, because I want to have icons with the same aspect ratio. If you have icons with the same aspect ratio, you don't have to do this. But you also have to do this if you want later to replace the icons, and that we make later, because we make an animation for one icon and then we duplicate this animation for the other two icons. So I have to replace the icon, and therefore I have to make now the next steps here. Okay, I bring now in the other icons. This is this one here. And I want this the same height here as the first icon. First I go here with white. Then I go here with the snap strength a little up here. Let's say 12. And I go now here and bring this down so that I have here the same height for this. This is exactly, and this is also exactly here, and the same I make now with the world icon here. Go to white here, bring it down, and make it the same height here. Okay, let's see if I'm right here. Yes, has the same height here. To get now the same aspect ratio here, for this, for the one with the greatest width here, I have to go with two shapes here. Let's first bring this shape here one up here, because I want at this layer I want here also a shape. I first go now with a shape. I go with a rectangle here. Bring this here down. Bring this down, and now I go here with the same aspect ratio and size here of the first icon here. This is right, this is right, this is right, and this is right. And now I move here this icon before I make a duplicate here, because I need this also for this shape here. I go with a track below and bring here this shape here down. Let's remove excess tracks here. So now I go here with this to the world and center it. And I go with this, I go here to the video icon and center it also here. Okay. I don't want here the color, so I go to color here at the right and go down here. Okay, I don't need this. I go here with the opacity down to 0. The same I make here for this square here behind the world icon. And then I group here these two blocks here. And the same I make with the video icon and the square behind. I group them. So now I have them together. And let's now make 3 snapshots here. First I go here with the world icon. I go here with take snapshot. Then the video icon. Take snapshot, and also here with the first icon I go take snapshot here. Now I can delete them here, and I also can delete here the first 3 icons here, because I only need here the snapshots. We can now rename them. Let's call them world. Rename this is video, and rename this is graphic. Okay, let's remove excess tracks here. Now the next step is to bring in here an icon. This is the middle, is the center here. I have here an M, I have then the middle M, and I have here the right M here. Normally I have here to go here with the video here, but I take now this graphic here. I could change them later because it has the right aspect ratio without this rectangle background here. So I go and take this. And I size it now again down to the size here of the M. I have made this 2 times before, so I know the scaling here. This is 10 here. It's always good to go with round numbers or even numbers here. It's a little bit smaller, but this is okay. And now I go with this down. And I go also with the position here is 10. Let's see, why is it 10? Okay. The M is also here centered. So I go here back to the graphic and go here and go with an even number here. Let's say I go with 400. And the scale is okay. And now I can also, if I want, I can replace this because I want here at this position, I want here the video here. So I'm good to go. Okay, nice. Now the next step is to make the animation here for this icon. I go with the start here to 15 frames here. I add an animation. I go with position and scale. Scale I show you later. Then with the easing, this is important here to get a nice flow here. The icon goes up and stands a little still and then goes down. So I go here with out and soft here. And I go also here with 15 frames. This is half a second. And with this I go here to the properties and I go here to -400. So now I have here this animation to this. Then I need the animation to come down here with the icon. So I go again at this track, go with add animation. Here I go with in soft, not out, in soft. And properties here also position and scale. 15 frames here also, so we go to 115 here. And here we go to this with this to the center here. So now we have this animation. And with the scale here, I go at this keyframe here. I want to make it a little stretched here. So I go and unlock here the scale and go here with X. I go here with to 9. And with Y, I go here to 11. So 1 down and 1 up here with this. So I have here, at this point, I have here a nice stretch here. And goes down here. Okay. Now the next step is the M. I go with this to this point where the icon is getting to the, let's say, to the bottom here. And bring this up here. And I also here go for the graphic icon here. I go 1 frame to the right. And now I trim this to display position of the playhead here. So now I have here this. Okay, nice. The next step is to animate here the letter. In this case the M here, and here I go with add animation. I go here also with position and scale, and with the easing I go here with out so that I get a little bounce or back effect here. I go here with back. I also make this animation 15 frames, so I have to go to 2 seconds here. And here at the beginning I have here to unlock here the properties and the scale, and I go here with the Y to, with the Y I go to 0. I forgot one step, which is very important. I have to change here the anchor point because I want that the M scales from the bottom then to the top. So I go to the anchor point here and go with the anchor point here. So now I go back to the properties here and unlock scale and go here to 0. Okay. Now let's see what we've got here. We got here this animation and then this. You see that here I have now a problem because of the change of the anchor point. I want this also centered here. And I also have here, because of the padding is here the distance here between the letter and the bounding box here. Of the padding I have here also a little problem here, but I can fix this when I go here with the position to the edge here of the icon here. I go here with Shift and the arrow key here up a little more. Think this is okay. So now let's F key. I will scroll through. It goes up, goes down, and then boom, the M comes in and is nicely centered here on the canvas. Let's play it. Nice. Okay, now we need a few effects, a video effect for the burst or the exploding icon here, and also 2 sound effects here for this animation and also for the explosion here. Okay, you need know all access paths to make this here. I'm also on the standard version here, so there is no problem here to follow me. So I go now to the studio here and I want to begin here with the, let's say, boing sound effect. In this case, there is nothing here in the music tab here. So I have to go here to YouTube. And in YouTube you find here this clown animation. And I bring this here on the canvas. With the opacity I go down. I don't want here the video. I only want here the sound effect. And I want to have the last boing here. Let's bring this here and I will cut it here at this point. Not at the peaks here, a little bit slower. I go a little bit more in here. So that this is so 1 frame before here the high peaks here. So I go here and cut this here. Let's go and delete this, and I go here to the end of the boing. Let's play it. The end of the boing here and cut this here also. And delete the rest here. Okay. Now I go here with this. I go to the beginning of the animation of the icon here. This is here, and I go 1 up here so that I have it on another layer here or track here, and now let's try it. Nice. Okay, now I need the, let's go with the sound effect of the, okay, let's first go to the explosion. I make this one up here. So now let's go to explosion. I want to that it begins here when the icons goes to the, let's say, bottom here or to the floor here, and I go here to studio again and to all, and I go with explosion. Okay, and I go here with this boom explosion here. I've made this animation before, so I know the scale I want here, and this is 50 here. I go down with this a little bit, and let's play. Nice. But here I want the explosion to begin, so I go here one frame to the left here. So that when it crashes on the floor here, boom, it goes then up and the M reveals. So that I have it now here. And then I need a sound here, a sound effect here. And in this case, I go back to the studio here. Explosion is okay. And I have here this dynamite. Very loud. We will fix this later. I go and bring this here on the stage. Make it a little shorter. Go down with the opacity here. And I now have to trim it. Let's bring it here and go here to point, and I want to trim it here. You also see here I'm not going here with the high peaks here. I go here with the beginning of the explosion here. So I cut this here, delete this, and bring it here to the beginning. But in this case we go with the high peaks, so that the high peaks begin here where the explosion video starts here. Then I go here, let's say I trim it here at this point, delete the rest here, and I also go here with fade out. Let's see, I'm here on 0.6. I also go with the volume down. I don't need this as much as it is. Let's go to 60%, and I also go here with the Boeing to 60%. And here I also make a little fade out here. Let's go with 0.3. I think this will be okay. Okay, let's now play the whole. I remove the excess tracks here. Another one. Okay, nice. I think this is okay. So, okay. Before you make the next step, you have to look that everything's okay, because we want to duplicate this, and when you later want to make changes, it's easier to make them as early as you could. Yes, nice. And another one. Yes, okay. I'm satisfied with this, so now I make here a group with Control Command A. I select all, and with Control Command G, I group them here. And now I rename them and call this M middle. Okay. Now let's duplicate this group. I call this at the top, I call this now M left. And I duplicate the middle one again. Oops. Duplicate again and rename them. That at the bottom I have here right. Okay. Now I have to, let's go to the M here so that I see now the M, that I have the right distance now between the M's now, and I go here with the shift and arrow key to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. I think this is okay so. And let's see in the properties I have here minus 220. So I go with the right M, I go to plus 220. So now I have here this animation. Okay. Now let's replace here the icons here. The middle one is okay. For the left one here, I need here this graphic icon here. And for the right one, I need here the world icon here. So now I have, let's close this here. F key, deselect, and let's play. Okay. Now the only thing I want is a little randomness. So the first is the left one that goes up, then the next one is the video, then the world one. What I can do here is to go, let's say I go here to 5 and I go here to 10. So I have a little randomness, but I don't have these two icons here now on the canvas. The animation is okay, but not that the icons are not on the canvas, so I have to go into the group to fix this. I go to the middle one here, and I have to bring this all to the 5 frame mark here. So I select all and then go to the 5 frame mark here. Then the next is important to go here with the playhead here to the last keyframe on the icon track here. Then you can go here and stretch this to the beginning. And then you have to go with the keyframes here to the right place. And this is with the last keyframe here to the playhead here. Okay. This was all. We go back here to this. Now we have this, and this is also nice here. But I want it a little different here. So I go now to the, I go here to 10 and go here in. I'm here also on 10. I select all. Move here this to the 10 frame here. Then go with the playhead to the last keyframe of the icon. Stretch this to the beginning. And then bring here this last keyframe or all keyframes then to the right here so that the last keyframe is at the playhead. Go back to main timeline and nice. If this is all that you want, then you are ready with this. You have seen in the preview that I have made also letter then to logo animation here, and I want to show you this now also. But if this is all you need here, you then can make here, you can select all, make a group, and then make here a scene or something like this. Or you can save here this scene where you want to save it. Don't forget this. I don't make this now because I have this scene already, but the earlier you save your scene, the better it is. Okay, let's begin here with the logo. And therefore I go the animation here stops at 2:10, 2 seconds and 10 frames here. And here the logo should appear. Therefore I go here in my global folder and go here with this logo here. I go here with a scale of 50. And I bring this track now down below the other animations. Okay. This logo is also orientation for the M's here. I later delete or mask the M's here because I want to replace them with the M's of this, with the M left, middle and right here. So now let's make here 3 animations for the M's, and therefore I go with add animation, and in this case I go with in and out soft and properties with position and scale. I make this for all 3 of them. Position, scale, easing, in and out soft. I have this here also, yes. Then the next one, add animation, in and out soft, and here I go with position and scale. I'm here also on a position and scale. That's right. I want this also half a second, so I go to 225 and go here. Okay, good. Okay, I want the first M I want here to replace this M, the next one I want to replace this M, and the last one I want to replace this one in this case, and so on. So there I go now and take the first one, the first M. This is this one here, and bring this here up. I knew the scale now I have to go with, otherwise you have to go here and bring this so that it matches here the M. What I also want to make here to see this better is to go to the text here and give this another color here, so it's easier to match it. I know here the properties here, this was here 78. So now I have to write okay, let's go a little bit in here and let's move this to the okay. I have here position -135 and -161. I note them in my head. It's good to note them, and also the scale, that you know the scale, because you need these numbers 2 times more. Before I go here, I go to the settings and go back here with the text color to white. Okay. Next one I have here, properties, I go to 78 and oops, I'm on the wrong. And with this, best thing is here I lock this layer. So now I go with this. You see these snaps here in the middle, and it's okay because this should be centered here. You see in the prosperities we have here also minus 135 and y to 0. I lock this also and go here with the last one. Go with 78. With minus 135. And here with the first one was minus 161, so we go here with plus 161. So now it's here. You can see when I here go with the settings with the color. Can go a little bit down here. Let's go with 160. With 162. Yes, that is better. And let's go back here to white. And here, let's unlock the first one here. Let's go with text red. Okay. White. Let's go back here and am I here right? This is the last one. Okay, that was not my fault before. Let's go here to text. I lock this. Okay, let's now make it red. No, I think in this case this is white. When I here go to 62, no, go to 61 here. Okay, now let's go back to the settings and make this white again. Okay, good. So now I have here, see, this animation, and it goes here to this here. Nice. Okay. What I now have to do is to mask here the M's. I think it's best if I lock here all of this free, then I make here a track above. And I go here and with a shape, I take here this square shape here, bring this down. And let's now mask here the M's. Let's, I have to unlock them first. I want to hide them. Unlock. Hide. Okay. Now I go for masking here. The M begins here and goes up to here. Make a rough selection here where the M starts here and here. Let's go a little bit in here. Okay. This is also okay. I can go here. Okay, I go here with Shift and draw here the rounding handles a little bit in here. Don't need it here, but it's okay so. Okay. Now I have here my track mat and I go here to the logo track mat. I go here to square, alpha inverted. So now they are away. Now I go here because I want to animate this all here. Therefore I have to make here a group and call this group logo. And now make animation here. Let's go here with scale. And I take here the same easing as for the M's here. This means I take here in and out soft. Also the same duration as the M animations here. And I go here and properties scale 0. You see I'm on the wrong track here. Sometimes I don't know why. Okay, I'm at the right track here, properties scale down. Okay, now I have here this animation. And now let's unhide or show these things here. Okay, now I have this here, boom, 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 and go here to the logo. Nice. Okay, let's clean up a little bit all here. I don't need here, I'm here with the logo 20. Let's go to 5 seconds here. I don't need more, or let's remove excess tracks here. If you want to make this like an intro, you also need a little time for a transition here. Okay, let's play this. Okay, 5 seconds is enough here to have here also time for the transition here. Let's bring them here. Okay. And F key. Remove here and let's go back with the F key here. And the best is now, you are ready now. Let's go to editing mode height here. The best is here to go here and make a group, a master group here. Command or Control G here. Let's call this rename. Let's call this icons to letters master group. And now you can bring in here at the easy edit properties here. You now can go here. The first one is here, this graphics, and should be the first one here in line. Then this is the graphics M here. Then we have here the video icon here and the video M here. And then we have the world icon, that is here, and the world M. Then you have the logo here, and for this I go with logo track mat. Let's call this logo. Okay, you can also go and rename this all. I think I don't need this here. So you have here this icons here with the letters and then the logo. And then you can save this now to scene. Go with a thumbnail that is nice to remember. Okay, I have here the M done. Let's go. Let's see here. I think this will be a nice thumbnail, so I can now go here and save to my scenes, and you see I have here the same thumbnail here. Okay, you see I have here tried a little bit before. Okay, let's close this all here. Go down here and let's go with a last look now. Let's go with the F key and play this all. I like it. Okay. I hope this will help you. Thank you and goodbye.